Right.
Bueno, pues muy buenas tardes. Hoy nos vamos al universo, a Letonia. ¿Por qué nos vamos al universo? ¿Por qué digo el universo? Porque nos vamos a los participantes de la Supernova, a Inspo. Labdien Inspo.
Oh, labdien.
How are you? This is the first question.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, but it's been wild.
So yeah, I'm getting ready for Eurovision. Well, not the big Eurovision, but for our local Eurovision. So have a lot of stuff to do. So busy.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to ask you a question. Your name is Inspo. What is the inspiration for Inspo to compose your songs?
Inspiration to our songs?
What?
Yeah.
Composer?
What's your?
Ooh.
What inspires you?
Oh, it can be. Sorry.
What inspires you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can be anything. I mean, it can be a piece of music that you listen to, or somewhere you travel to and you see something, I don't know, like a beautiful place, and then that inspires you. Or it can be a piece of lyric. At least for me, for me personally, I also like soundtracks to movies. So a lot of the times I listen to soundtracks, and then if I hear a melody or a fragment of the music that I really like, it usually inspires me to write a whole song.
And for me, it's mostly something emotional that I'm going through, mostly pain. Sometimes I can.
Not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, but mostly it's just sad emotions, and then I feel just pure pain, and then
piercing through your heart.
Yeah, and then I can write something, because most of our songs are really like emotional and not really upbeat and happy, so that's our style, and of course the emotions inspire us to write that kind of music, for me as well.
Yeah.
Well, you have mentioned soundtracks right now, so we wanted to know if this year's songs was a soundtrack of a film or of a series. Of what series of film would it be?
Oh, would it?
That's a good question. No, it's so we came up with a song. So we had a separate repetition where we wanted to come up with a Eurovision song, right? And so we had come up with like 4 or 5 different options, and so the time was running up, and then at the end of the repetition, I started playing a riff, which is basically the intro riff to the song that you hear. And Nadine automatically came up with a vocal part, and that just, I mean, we came up with that like in 5 minutes. I mean, not with the whole song, but with the main riff.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And what kind of movie we would love to see this?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
What is that?
Oh,
I don't know.
You haven't seen Mrs. Doubtfire? Jesus.
I'm so bad.
It's the one of Robin Williams being a granny.
Exactly, where Robin Williams was the woman.
Oh, I have seen. Oh. Oh. Yes. Well.
No, okay, but you can name a different movie.
I would like to see it in some emotional, scary movie.
Scary one.
Movie 3?
Yeah, no, like emotional,
psychological,
scary movie.
For example,
and in the intro, like there's no such a thing.
Okay.
It needs to be.
Like the Blair Witch Project.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, at the moment, if not the first, you are one of the favorites for winning the Supernova. How do you receive the feedback of the Latvian fans and international fans to your song?
We are receiving a good feedback. We're in shock, of course. I'm like a Eurovision junkie. I have read everything that you can find about us and and about Eurovision itself. So
you frame it on your wall.
Yeah, frame it. I have like this big wall, like an investigation wall. So no.
A small voodoo doll.
Yes. And no. Voodoo doll. And it's crazy. I mean, like it's a big step from last year, because we were like seventh, we were like in the end part, and to this year we're in like top 3 mostly, and we're really, really happy, and it's a big pressure, yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, so this song is a bit heavier than the previous one,
Yes.
and so I mean, when we were writing the song and I was writing the music, so I mean, I realized that it was a little bit heavier, so I was a little bit afraid how would
Yeah.
people react to it, and we also spoke to a couple of people before we sent it to Supernova, and they said that it's a bit on the heavier side, but judging from the reaction,
It's good.
it's good, and
Yeah.
people like it more than,
Last year.
well,
Yeah.
more or equally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Last year, you participated in the previous edition of Supernova with A Happy Place, which finished 8th in the final. So, what is the more the bigger difference between A Happy Place and Sway?
Maybe you can tell about the lyrics.
yeah, about the lyrics, maybe about the feel in itself. Like Happy Places was a really old song, and it's like
We can't say that.
we can't say that. Okay. But all right, but it's just, well, all the like the emotion of the song is quite different. It's more like pain, and the lyrics are more like clever, and
Are you talking about Happy Place or Sway?
no, about Sway,
Sway,
how
okay.
it's better than Happy Place.
Okay.
Just the lyrics are quite like more clever, like Happy Place for me lyrically, that was the first song that I wrote in English. So now we've been writing songs in English like full year, so I've stepped up my game, and Ivers also helps me with lyrics because he has amazing English.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and like I don't have as big as vocabulary than you have, and just the lyrics are more like smart, clever, and we like
Wordplay.
Yes.
Wordplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, the Happy Place. So Happy Place was about more or less about
happy feelings.
Happy
This song is more about emotional crisis,
and mental issues.
Mental issues, and it addresses like bigger issue now. So yeah.
What's the issue?
The mental issue. So well, yeah. And
so when you participate, when you participate last year, was your goal to participate this year again, or it was not an option, and later on you decided to participate again?
I think we decided it later on, right?
Yeah.
I think we decided later on. So we released an album last year, and so we were concentrating on that, and we were maybe thinking that maybe we can release one of the songs from the album as the Supernova single, but then we ended up coming up with a completely new song because we wanted something new, right? And that's it. I guess we just realized and came to that decision as at the end of the year.
Yeah. But we kind of knew that we're gonna participate this year.
Deep in our hearts.
Yeah. It was not as spontaneous as Happy Place last year, but it was quite, quite.
And was it difficult to enter again, or was more difficult last year than this year to present the song and being selected to be part of the Supernova?
I think it was more difficult last year, right? Because it was the first time.
Yeah, and we were unknown.
We're still relatively unknown.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we're the most popular band from those 15 that are now participating in the semifinals. There are definitely bands and performers that are more popular than us.
Yeah, we're like semi-popular.
But that's why we're very, very, very happy and grateful for the feedback that we're receiving, and that we're actually in top 3 and top 2 in some places. So I think we diverted from the question. What was the question? Oh, how did we feel this year compared to the last year, right?
Yeah, and if it was more difficult to enter this year or last year. That's one. Yeah.
I would say last year, right?
Last year was more difficult because it was more unclear about all of how the contest is happening and how the songs are
Yeah.
judged, and just I don't know, everything was more like when you experience something for the first time, it's always more difficult. So this year
Like the
we
first
were
kiss.
like the first kiss. Yeah. Actually, fun fact.
Your first kiss was
Oh,
last week.
last week. No, but actually, our first ever performance together was last year's
Oh, yeah.
Supernova. So it was extra difficult for us last year because we were like we just met each other like half year before, and we already participated in Supernova. Yeah, and it was
So yeah, things picked up very quickly. Yeah.
yeah.
Have you got any idea for the staging for the at least for the semifinal of Supernova?
Hmm.
Yeah,
So there's going to be
Any
elephants.
detail you can tell?
yeah, it's elephants,
It's elephants,
clowns,
and
just,
fire, and
fire,
there's going to be rain and
and we'll
snow.
do gymnastics.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, we have a couple of ideas. We will use some animations, so maybe some AI generated images, and we'll project that. And we also have. Okay, maybe let's not spoil it. Yeah, let's not spoil
but
it. Yeah.
like all feel overall will be more powerful, and of course we have more experience now. Like I can talk about myself as well as a performer. Like I sing more droshak.
More confident.
I have more confidence in what I'm doing, like a singer. So I think the feeling itself will be different.
And we're going to be 3 on stage this time, so we're going to have a drummer.
Oh, 3.
Okay.
Nice.
So
So just quickly. So
Latvia.
he's a well-known drummer in Latvia. But let's keep that a secret as well.
Okay.
Latvia has started to participate in Eurovision in 2000. Latvia gave us a lot of iconic songs and performances. So I wanted to ask you, what is the one favorite of Latvia of you?
Mm-hmm. You want to go first, or you want to?
Oh, the favorite one, like which
I already
went
know
to
my answer.
Yeah, from Latvia.
From Latvia, yeah.
Okay, so from my side, it's actually Brainstorm. It's the one that started the whole thing, right?
Oh,
in 2000.
okay.
Yeah.
So, I think they have the whole package. They have the charisma. They have the songwriting, and for me, I think it's my favorite. Yeah.
For me, it was the Carousel. I don't remember which
Oh,
year
yeah.
it was. That night.
2019.
And also,
Yeah.
Which night?
I don't know, maybe that night.
Yeah, but
And
which?
also Amina with
Oh, yeah.
Robin Jackson was
That's
huge.
a good point. That's a good point. I also like Aminata. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I would put Brainstorm as my top 1 and Aminata as top 2. Yeah.
Yeah, same with Carousel and
Yeah.
Aminata.
And if
that
you
was
could choose a song that was not from Latvia, but the whole Eurovision history, what would it be? Which song?
Okay, I know my answer. Do you know your answer?
I know your answer, but
Okay, so I really liked. There was there was a girl from Norway, Margaret Berger. I think that was her name.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
you remember that song?
Yeah.
Right? What was it
Yeah.
called?
Yes,
I Feed You
we
My
remember.
Love,
I Feed
yeah.
You My Love. Yeah, I Feed You My Love.
that's a cool one.
Yeah, so I like that one a lot. But okay, you can go ahead with your.
Well, of course, I'm more romantic when choosing my favorites. So I loved Calm After the Storm by Common Linnets. Netherlands
yeah.
was, yeah.
And last year, our favorite.
Oh!
Last year.
So, right. It was my most listened song on Spotify last year. It
Which
was
one?
the Saudade by Maro, Portugal.
From Portugal.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
was
nice.
so good.
Yeah, I like that song as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
I actually like it better than Calm After the Storm, so sorry.
Unai, Omar?
Unai first, please.
Yeah. I don't have any problem. So we have talked about your favorite Latvian entry, your favorite Eurasian entry. So I wanted to ask you if you really have a song that was not really favorite for you, but when you see that when you saw that performance on the Eurovision stage was like, oh my god, this song is amazing, even if at first
Oh,
it was
Mm.
no.
question
That's a good
actually.
question. That's a good question.
Like from previous Eurovisions, yes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
well,
That's a tricky question.
I've not thought about that. What?
Okay, can we go to the next question, or maybe we can think about
Yeah,
this
we
one for
will
a couple of
think
minutes?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Omar, continue, please.
Besides you, for all of your mates, who you wants to see winning the Supernova and going to Liverpool?
Southern Lights, I think.
Or Patricia, yeah.
Southern Lights
Or
or
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah,
Like maybe Southern Lights song is more like our vibe.
yeah. The beat,
But
I like the beat. I really like
I
the
like
beat.
the beat as well, and the end it's in Latvian, so it's really cute and
Mhm.
moody and everything. And they're
Mhm.
great guys, but yeah, and Patricia as well. Like maybe the song is more like pop and maybe
Mhm,
not
mhm.
our league, but it's
her
really
her vocals are great.
her vocals are great. It's catchy, and she's
Yeah.
a great performer, so she would do the best, I think. And she looks really edgy and cool, so
Hmm.
she has her own style.
Just like we do, right?
Yeah, of course. But yeah, the both of them.
I have a question. It's just curiosity. Is Eurovision very followed in Latvia?
Yeah, I would say yes. So we kept the national selection obviously right now in February, and so I guess it's one of the most watched TV music events of the year.
Yeah.
So a lot of people vote, so it's quite popular. And then the big Eurovision, and that's when everybody usually gathers. I mean,
Like on Christmas.
exactly, yeah, like on Christmas. So everybody gathers around TV, and
Yeah,
you
there's
visit
food.
your friends, and yeah, you
Yeah.
judge all the songs, and you say that you could have written a better song.
Yeah, and write comments, and Twitter is full
And yeah,
of
hate comments.
hate comments, funny things that we every thought. Yeah.
Don't listen to the haters. They are four only. Four, but they move a lot.
Give me more hate.
It's
Hate me.
H and 8.
As
Hate.
our
H.
mate would said, as our
Oh.
mate Aino would said, we are the Eurofans, the ones who are here to support you. So don't listen to the haters. David has said that.
But it's entertaining. Like last year was so funny. I read everything on Twitter. It was so funny. Like my favorite one was like I have this way of moving on stage, like I'm going through the mud puddle.
Swaying.
Yes.
Oh.
Swaying. So there was this Twitter comment that Inspo singer looks like she's going through the mud, and I was like, oh my god, that's so true. That's so true.
I didn't hear about that one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
hear
there was this one. I was
Okay.
like in love with that because it's true.
it.
Yeah.
Because there was mud.
And
Yeah, it was.
because in Supernova we had a lot of songs that didn't make it to Eurovision
Mm.
in any year of, besides your songs, A Happy Place and Sway. There's another song you think that oh shoot, they would go to Eurovision instead of that.
Oh, okay.
You mean the songs that didn't get to the Eurovision, but we thought that they should have,
Yeah,
right?
from Latvia.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's right.
Collection.
Okay.
From Latvia.
Well,
From the
For
previous
example,
year.
last year's Aminata, that was like a bit of.
Last year's Aminatas, for example, it was like
Yeah.
all the people thought that Aminata would come back to Eurovision and then sit
Mhm.
second.
Mhm.
No,
Okay, so there was a singer called Vina.
Yes.
No, sorry, Zelma.
Zelma,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So there's a singer called Zelma. So she didn't get into the
Even
in the finals, but we personally think that her song was
Last
pretty
year,
good.
yes.
It's pretty lit.
Yeah, it was cool.
It slapped.
It slaps. Yeah.
But yeah, so I would go with Zalma. Yeah, I would go with Zalma.
Yeah. If we're talking about last year, then yes. But globally, I can't remember all of the songs that are in. Well.
Oh, you mean like the global Eurovision?
No, the like. Supernova, kad.
Oh.
Okay, I can't really remember, but let's go with the last year.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah, Zalma should have. So Eurovision. This is my vocabulary.
Omar?
You have besides all that happens in Supernova, you have any plans for your future album, tour gigs?
Yeah, we're planning to get really, really famous and rich. Like everyone.
No, but maybe in Spain, we are from Spain. Maybe you will have a gig in Spain. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
No, but actually, yeah, we have a couple of gigs in mind for this year. So so actually, we have one on the 8th of March, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we have a couple of gigs in spring and summer. And then we're planning to write our third album this year, which is going to come out at the end of the year again.
Yes.
It's that time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unai, did you have a question to remember, don't you?
Yeah, I have a question to remember. About the song that you didn't like that first, but when you saw the stage in the Eurovision, you came to.
They forgot it.
Thought about it.
I was thinking a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's quite difficult.
Yes.
From any country, it hasn't to be Latvia.
Yeah. Actually, I have actually an example. Last year there was a lady from Sweden, and you really liked that song, right?
Oh yes.
So when I listened to the song, I mean, it was okay. But not my favorite. But then when I saw the performance, yeah, she went all in the performance.
She's
And
so cool.
yeah, the performance definitely added some points.
Yes. Well, for me, there was this guy from Switzerland.
Oh, I think I know, with the glasses, right?
No,
With black hair?
he had like black curly hair, and he was like standing on the podium, and something was happening. Like the
John Tears.
so
Yeah.
cool.
John Tears.
I don't remember. Like yeah, he was singing really high.
Yeah,
Like
John
I
Tears.
like the song,
John Tears.
but when I saw his performance and how he sings live, so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think he
Very
lost.
impressive.
to-
Oh yeah, yeah. That was the same year. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The same year as Samantha Tina. Of course.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
good time.
She was wrong that year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's. I mean, it's always tricky to predict because, like, for example, last year we sent Citizen, and they had an amazing show, right? So they
Yes.
had a really spectacular show, but they didn't qualify for the finals.
Yeah, but it
And,
was for the juries, right? Because this year is going to be 100% televote in the semifinals.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
In the semifinals, it's going to be only televote, and in the finals, there's going to be a jury as well. But yeah, the qualification for this year's finals would be 100% televote.
oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
wow,
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Different.
That's
Okay,
important to
different.
know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
quite.
No, because
Yeah.
that's the thing. So Citizen last year they had a big following on TikTok,
Yes.
and so everybody here was pretty sure that they're going to qualify for the finals, but they didn't get there. So it was a bit surprising. I mean, I can't say that I was a huge fan of the song personally, me, but I mean, I was pretty sure that they would get into the finals because they
Yeah.
had the show and they had the song and everything, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's really difficult to predict.
Yeah.
I think the Unai, if I remember, they were well in Eurovision. There is always a cursed spot on the running order is the
The second one.
the second one to the start is the curse place.
Ah,
Yeah.
the curse. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they start second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were second, so there is not a good place.
They was like, okay, they're not going to qualify.
Yeah. I get your point. Yeah. That's a curse. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Pirates of the Caribbean and the
Well,
Eurovision.
who was the second one in the other semifinal?
Sorry.
Oh, it was Israel. Also in semifinals.
He's searching the other semifinal. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
it
they
was
qualify?
Latvia in the first one and Israel in the second one, and both of them in semifinals.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Well. That's
So
sad.
any last question to our guests?
Yeah, if you go to Liverpool, are you going to change the staging you are going to do in Latvia, or are you going to try to keep the same in order to follow your aesthetic this year?
Well.
No, I think we are going to change it. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly.
Because I think everybody does that. And if you look at the performance that Citizen did last year, I mean, it was very similar, but they did change a couple of things slightly.
Yeah.
And I think everybody does that. I mean, Sam Tatina did it. And
Because also, like, to go to Eurovision, there's like bigger team involved in all of it. Because now we're just two of us thinking of something. So yeah, I think if we make it, we will listen to just the critics and change something. Haters, and it's just
Lovers.
normal procedure when you like go through something. You listen to critics and change to be better.
Yeah, that sounds fine. So
Yeah.
before we leave, do you want to say something to the people that would see this interview in order to you could say something for them?
Yes. Okay. So first of all, you have to obtain the Latvian number and just vote for us as many times as you can.
That's a good thing.
That's a good point.
But thank you everyone for listening to us and voting, of course. And yeah, we will do our best in the show, and we will love to see your reactions to our performance and your comments, and even if they're bad, just say
We
it.
will be commenting. We will be commenting on Twitter. You can follow us.
You can follow that. Yes.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, we're really thankful for all the streams and views and everything. So it's big for us.
Like in a few days, we are going to release our Supernova 2023 songs opinion. So it will go. It's going to be in Spanish, but you will understand.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Inspo.
I'm going to switch to Spanish to say to finish the video. So, bueno, pues hasta aquí la entrevista Inspo. Esperamos que os haya gustado. Seguidnos en redes sociales. Lo que han dicho, haceros con un número de Letonia para votarles, por favor. Esto es importante. Así que, bueno, nos vemos en el siguiente contenido extra. Adiós.
Chao.
Chao.